up? It's your girl Marie Driven, and you're watching Music Exclusive TV. We got Detroit in the building. Big Dank.
Period. It's Big Dank for a big motherfucking reason, nigga.
That's what I'm talking about. So this interview is going to be a special interview for you guys. It's not your regular random interview. This is a detail into Big Dank's life. It's Dank Demoss, because that's her real name. You know, the street name is Big Dank. Mm-hmm. Tell us I know you come from Detroit, but tell us this background of Detroit, and because you come from like a city of the greats. There's a lot of great people. Eminem, you got Royce 5'9", you got Cash Doll, you got all these great people, and now you got Dank Demoss.
My city is based on music, so that's good. But I was really inspired by my dad, so that's where the music stuff come in at when we talk about music in Detroit, because I really don't like too much get into like the music in my city unless it's like back in the day, old people.
So tell us a little bit about your dad, because I know that, you know, he had his little record label out there, and recently you just inherited it.
Yeah.
So what was the label name? Like, what was it about?
The record is FSD, for Shoto Records, because sometimes in Detroit we be like for Shoto, or we'll be like for show. Like if somebody be like, go take that garbage out, we'll be like, okay, for show. Like, you know, like for Shoto. He started it in 2006, and he signed himself and also his group, which was called Drama Kings. Mm-hmm. They did a few shows in the city and stuff, but when one of the members moved, it kind of died down. When my dad, you know, kept it going. And when my dad died, it was just like the label died too. So recently I picked it back up. You know, I took it over, you know, got it back up and running, but I don't plan on signing anybody until, like, you know, I'm where I need to be, and that, okay, you know, I can push other people to be where I'm at. So yeah.
Okay, so that's good to know. Thinking about the business aspect of things, because, you know, mm-hmm, some people that are artists are like, you know what, let me start signing other artists, knowing that they didn't even hit that mark yet. Mm-hmm. And then guess what? The focus is more on them and not on the person that they signed. So that's good that you're, you know, actually genuine with that. So Dank, to me, you know, just speaking to you in the past, there's a cause that you know, you really touched my heart with this. You used to drink a lot.
I did.
So what happened during those times?
During my drinking, like, I'm just going, because, you know, like, a lot of people don't speak about how they be, mm-hmm, but, you know, if you speak about it, people are like, dang, that was me, you know. But when I used to drink, I used to be like between emotional and doing too much.
Okay.
You know, and it wasn't good for me. It wasn't healthy for me. It wasn't healthy for me and my family relationships. Mm-hmm. It was bad, you know. But I feel like I kind of like drank to make myself feel better. But I always say this, like, I'm trying to get like the stress out of me, but I'm just putting it back in my body, you know. But it was rough, and it was bad for me. It was bad for me, so I had to stop.
So let us know, how many months or years have you been sober?
It's been a year and almost 2 months.
A lot of people need to hear that, because people don't understand and they don't get it. Now, Dank, tell us, what kind of music are you inspired by?
I am inspired by like old school, like Tupac and Mia X, Bone Thugs and Harmony, like, you know, the 90s, that inspired me. Like, I love that type of music, so, yeah.
That's good. I would thought you would have said some new stuff right now, but.
No, like, I like the new stuff, you know, I listen to it, but I like old school. You know, if I had to pick, if you was to only be able to listen to one thing for the rest of your life, it'd have to be like the 90s.
I feel you. I feel like that's when music was actually music, to honestly tell you the truth. I feel like the soul of the music even comes back later than 90s. So I definitely feel you on that. So you rap and sing. Mm-hmm. I don't think people know too much about your singing unless they go on your Instagram.
Yeah.
Unless their name is PG, but that's another story. You have, like, what are you currently working on?
I am working on a project, so it's gonna be, I'm indecisive about the name, so I want it to be like my real name versus Dank type stuff. It's either gonna be a EP or album, but I'm thinking EP right now. I'm working on a song called Twisted. It's an open verse on there. I don't know who I want on there yet.
This say your girl from Detroit too, Rocky.
Oh, Rocky is from Detroit. Yeah, Rocky. That's my boo. Yeah.
5.2 million, 20,000 comments on your Detroit female cipher. It was so many girls on that cipher, but for some reason, you the one that stood out.
Yeah.
What was that about? Like, how did you feel?
People make me feel like I don't belong all the time. I took it and I ran with it, you know, so I always try to be a different one, the oddball. You know, I didn't want to talk about my pussy or bitches and niggas, and I wanted to let people know I'm that bitch. Like, it's me. I'm here. You know, I walked in a room with a room full of bad bitches, but I was the biggest bad bitch. You know, that makes sense. You know, so that's me. So I just different. You know, everybody came in regular. Like, no, I don't want to be regular. No, I'm that bitch. I'm here. This is me. Like, this is my cipher. You know, so
I love that.
I did that. But even though I mess with the other girls and how they came, you know, I'm not down on them for that, but I went in there like this is my song, you know, and I've been doing this for years, you know, and I was the one who was doing it for a long time in there. I didn't even know that they was coming up to me like, oh my God, dang, you know. Sometimes I don't have to remember who I am, you know, but I don't be wanting to dim nobody else like coming in there. Oh, this is, you know, I don't never do that, so I be having to remember who I am. But you know, we killed it. We all killed it, you know, so.
That's fire. So it was a couple of years ago. Like you said, you've been doing this for a while. You went viral for posting a photo with you halfway naked, you know, basically letting these body shamers know, no, I love my body. You're going to respect who I am. And this is for the world to see. What was that about?
I had like a brave, bold moment, you know. People always tell me what I can and what I can't do. So I see smaller women do it. So it's like, okay, let me do it, you know. And when I did it, I start to see bigger women showing more skin, you know.
I like
so
that.
I feel like I impacted that. I did that. I set the tone when I did that, because before that you didn't see bigger women showing skin like that, showing stomach, walking around with half of that. You didn't see that. So I feel like I set the tone. So like I always say, I feel like I can be the guinea pig for y'all. You know, I can do it first. I don't mind, you know, so.
I like that. I like that. Okay, so let's get into something really serious. Your weight, right? It's been something that you've been thinking about, your family been thinking about, other people been talking about. You know, how do you feel about that? Like, what's really in your heart and your soul about this?
It's no pressure, but I do have a problem when people try to tell me what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, and like they live with me or make my meals and stuff like that, you know. But it's no pressure, you know, because at the end of the day, some of the stuff that I read, it might be like, what? But then it makes sense, you know. I can probably have a burger and somebody be like, or say something like, she don't need that fucking burger. In my head, I'm like, I don't need that burger, but why he say that, you know? So, you know, but it is what it is. I take people advice in consideration, even if it's bad, you know. So,
has it affect you in any type of way?
My weight, as far as like my career and doing what I do notice, because it's like I gotta go, you know, walk to places and this, that, you know, get on the stage for longer than 2 minutes and stuff like that. So that's a big reason why I do want to change for me and not for, you know, other people. But yeah, you know, if I gotta do it, I'm gonna do it, you know. But I'm not doing it because they saying it. I'm doing it because I want to.
No, it looks like you're very comfortable in your skin.
Yeah, I am.
And if you are gonna do it, it's gonna be for your career, because you know, at the end of the day, this is something that you really love. We clearly can see that. You clearly dominate the stage everywhere you go. You have a great bright light.
Thank you.
You know, she is a Sagittarius, y'all, just in case you're wondering what's her sign. So you know she turn up when she needs to turn up, and she's quiet when she needs to be quiet. So a little birdie told me that you might be on TV anyway. Like Like, you might be on television anyway. So what's this?
Yeah, world. Yeah, I am gonna be on TV really soon. So be on the lookout for that.
It ain't gonna be no ratchet, right? No ratchet.
No, no,
Oh, no,
it
okay,
ain't no
okay.
ratchet. It ain't no ratchet. I'm giving y'all me, so be ready. Be on the lookout
Okay.
for that.
Well, you are watching Music's Exclusive TV, but guess what? The television show she will be on will be right after this, and you just can see what it is and tune in and watch it. Dank Demoss.
Period.